Hi, I'm Eric Ambler. This is for A635. It's my 6 to 8 minute presentation on sustained cost containment and revenue potential in our school grounds here in Muncie Community Schools. It's being addressed to our Chief Financial Officer and their staff. I wanted to start with beginning with an end in mind, and with that in mind I want to reduce costs associated with grounds maintenance. Also want to find revenue potential in existing school grounds, involve the community, and meet district goals. In order to do that, I would propose on planting wildflowers in a lot of our school grounds. This is working from the known. In Atlantic City, New Jersey, they've been doing this for a number of years. For example, along the roadsides and the medians, their expressway, they plant wildflowers. And in 30 acres alone, they've been able to save $30,000 on an annual basis. Right here in our own Hoosier State, the Hoosier Heritage Roadside Program actually does the same thing. You can go to their website very briefly here. But acres and acres of wildflowers have been planted, just as in Atlantic City, New Jersey. This enhances the beauty of the environment, reduces erosion, and here's the main idea here is minimizing costs associated with mowing. So they do that right here, and it's important for us to use that as a model. And what I would propose to do is start this out very gradually, because change needs to be gradual and happen a little slowly over time in order for it to be effective. I propose to do this starting out at Muncie Central High School. You can see that the wildflowers will be that I would propose being planted along here alongside the levee, as well as other places around the school grounds. This is approximately 4.8 acres. I took a known dimension of double regulation size tennis courts in order to come up with this model. But this does not in any way impede any of the recreational fields or the sports facilities. And I'd also propose to do this at my current school, which is East Washington Academy. Again, this is in the back of our property. It will not impede any of the areas of play, and it'll also cut down on the mowing costs for 2 acres. Associated costs with this program that I would plan on initiating would be, for ground preparation, 30 ounces of Roundup, which we'd need for approximately 7 acres to get this started. It'd be around $70 at Rural King. We're tax exempt, so I didn't figure in any of the tax for that. Wildflower seed, we need 7 pounds in order to cover 7 acres from the 2 properties that I've already mentioned. That would run around $800, and that source is bulkwildflowers.com. The installation labor is actually going to be free. I've already have several entities that have volunteered their time and services to do this initiative for free. And those entities are the Muncie Delaware Clean and Beautiful Association, Delaware County Master Gardeners, Muncie Sanitary District, and of course school community members. The total for this would be $869.99. And again, $800 for the bulk wildflowers. There are actually some grants that exist, upwards of $1,000, that we would certainly pursue, but we're not going to count on that money, because I wanted to overestimate our expenditures in this case. Revenue potential that exists at a certain school would be at Wilson Middle School. Wilson Middle School is currently not in operation. However, it has some of the largest amounts of land in our entire district. It's already surrounded by fields that are farmed on either side of it, which would make cash renting a very viable option. There is approximately pretty close to 24 acres, and I took another known measurement of a football field and replicated that several different areas to come up with that figure. As far as what we would be able to get out of this for cash rent, Delaware County is actually in the northeastern region of the state of Indiana, and that means for soil quality and what we can expect to get on the low end would be just around $150 per acre per year, and then upwards of over $250. Those figures again based on June 2014's Lands Value Survey, and this is from agecon at purdue.edu, but we can estimate that we get $159 per year if we have poor soil quality. And I'm not even going to get into the top because, again, we want to underestimate our revenue potential here. So what does that mean? It means our potential revenue for cash rental for around 24 acres is $3,567 on the low estimate of sites. And again, that's at agecon.purdue.edu. So the numbers for this initiative: the cost to maintain 1 acre for each mowing is $50, and that is based on Touch of Wilderness LLC. They are a local landscape maintenance outfit. Approximately 30 acres with the 3 properties that I have noted at Wilson Middle School that won't need to be mowed anymore. At Muncie Central, the areas around the recreational fields, and East Washington Academy, we're looking at 30 acres. We're assuming that there are 14 mowings annually based on a bi-monthly maintenance plan from April to October. The annual estimated savings of $21,000 and the potential for cash revenue of $3,567 is certainly going to make a small difference, but a difference nonetheless. What I would propose to do after this initiative gets off the ground for the first year or two is to spread this to other grounds and facilities here in Muncie Community Schools. A lot of our schools have open areas that are not necessary or needed for recreation or play. As you can see, several of these also have the potential to cut down on our maintenance associated with mowing. Additional benefits in this initiative include community collaboration, involvement, mobilization through volunteers, and that is standard number 4 for our building level leaders standards. There's also an environmental impact in not mowing as often. There's smaller carbon footprint and improvements in aesthetics for the grounds for the district. Also, revenue that can refund the startup costs associated with this, including expanding the Wildflower Initiative to other schools, as I just mentioned, and some of that money can eventually be put into principal discretionary funds, ideally. More additional benefits: this will improve community relations and the public's faith in our district officials. More and more in the state of Indiana, we're going to have to rely on referendums as a means for coming up with the finances that we need in order to survive as public schools. This also meets the district's missions for students' positive contributions to society, opportunities for both wildflowers and wildflower seed sales to generate further revenues, and that's an entirely different animal all on its own. I'd like to welcome any questions that you might have. Please feel free to contact me at eambler@indiana.edu. Thank you for your time.